Welcome back to Mac Talks Football. And Arsenal and Liverpool have played out a 2-all draw at the Emirates. And what can I say? I predicted that was my prediction. I thought it was gonna end up in a 2-all draw, but still, I'm dejected with the way that game went. In my opinion, in the end, it was a fair result, and I think both teams would say that we should have won that game, but we did not deserve to lose the game. And that is why that, in my opinion, I think it was a fair result. Both teams played really good, and if you're on neutral, it was a really good game for you to watch. So let's get ahead and talk about it. It was basically the way that the game went. When the game started, Arsenal really started really good. They put Liverpool under a good amount of pressure, and they really the people really expected Arsenal to be timid. I really don't know why people thought that it was going to happen. I say that being at Emirates, even though we are not going to have Odegaard, we are not going to have Saliba. I still think that because we are at home, I thought we were gonna give out a good performance, and that's what happened. We started really good at the front foot. They took the game to Liverpool, and we managed to score early. And I think Saka, amazing again. I cannot emphasize how good a player he is. He comes back into the game captaining the side, and he takes the responsibility. I mean, that ball from Ben White was amazing, and he beats Robertson. I mean, the way that Saka outplayed Robertson today, it was amazing. It was so good that he was so good that, and Robertson was so bad. He did not have any answers to Saka's tricks, that he had to be taken off at the 60 minute or 55th minute mark. That's how bad of a game Robertson had, and Saka completely destroyed him. And not just Saka, I would say Martinelli as well on the other hand side. The two wingers for Arsenal, it was an amazing performance from both of them. Alexander-Arnold also struggled a lot. Arsenal had immense joy at the wings. I think Liverpool were so lucky, because of those two central defenders. And again, it is Van Dijk and Konate you are talking about. Amazing defenders. That saved them quite a lot, because the fullbacks, they were completely out of the game. And not just the fullbacks, I would say their wingers as well, Diaz and Salah were quiet the whole game. Apart from that, a moment from Salah and Diaz, that is the thing about these good players. Diaz was, in my opinion, quite easily contained by Thomas Partey. I mean, a good, big shout out to Thomas Partey, not playing in his original position. It is a right back. It is a tough position to play against Luis Diaz in such a big game. I think he did a tremendous job. Timber on the left hand side, you are marking Mohamed Salah. I mean, one of the best players in the world, and the way that he handled them, the maturity he shows, I mean, it was really good. And you need to remember that when Salah was able to score, Timber was not on the pitch. I will come to it later on. The first goal, Rice, Liverpool are basically attacking, Arsenal are defending. Rice plays a long ball towards Saka, easily beats Robert, and uses his space, gets away from him, and scores the goal. Maybe Liverpool keeper should have saved it, because it was on his closer side, but Arsenal take the lead. It is 1-0, but Liverpool never don't bow down, and of course they are not gonna bow down. It is Liverpool. They continue to attack. Both teams really going at it. They get a corner, Luis Diaz, and that's what I'm saying, how good of a player he is. He was invisible for me. He really did not do that much, and the moment he gets the chance, he flicks the ball over behind, and it's Van Dijk there, and he scores the goal. And I would say that there was a lot of discussion on social media, and I agree with it. If Saliba is there, I really don't think Arsenal concede that goal. Partey did a really good job, but the way that he did, in my opinion, if Saliba is there, I think he would be ahead of Van Dijk, not behind him. And I think that was where Van Dijk, for him, it became very easy. The moment ball comes in, nobody's really ahead of him. He easily places the ball in the corner, and it is a 1-1. Then comes the Arsenal's second goal. I mean, as I said, I think the wide men were completely out of it. I think Arsenal won that better. I think Mikel Arteta tactically beat Onslow there, and I think both the players, all four players for Arsenal, outperformed the Liverpool's wingers. And even in the midfield, I think McAllister really did not have a good game. He had to be taken off. It was so frustrating for him. I think Rice was on a different level today. Marino, the guy who gets the goal, I mean, he was really good as well. It was his first big game at the moment, and at the moment and he chooses that moment to score his first Arsenal goal. it was such a long, such agonizing wait for us Arsenal fans when the offside was getting discussed. But in the end, the goal gets given, and it is a 2-1 for Arsenal going to the second half. And when they come back for the second half, I think Liverpool had a much better second half as compared to the first half. But I would still say Arsenal were in the game. They were creating chances. Like it is like it was going evenly. If I'm being very honest with you, for me, the game changes the moment Gabriel comes off. That's where the game changes, because we were already playing with a makeshift defense, and then the one player that is the heart of that makeshift defense, the one player that is playing in his original position, the one that everybody's looking at it when it comes to defense to make keep them tight, to keep them together. He gets taken off, and 5-10 minutes later Timber gets taken off, and that's when when sharks, they can smell the blood. I think Liverpool smelled blood and they took advantage of it. They knew that Liverpool's Arsenal defense is now shaky. You had Lewis Kelly, a young player, Jacob Kivier. He's not really been he's not played that much games, and he has, whenever he has played, he usually has played on the full as a fullback. So Liverpool knew that they could go ahead and get the win. And I think if you look at the goal closely, I think the way if it's Timber and the Gabriel, I don't think Arsenal concede that goal, because Nunes takes the one centre back with him. The ball comes in and he takes it, and Salah makes the run from his left hand side position towards the centre, and Lewis Kelly and I forgot the other defender, they don't follow him. They don't see his run, and they are they're just tracking that they're not able to come with him. If it was Timber who, in my opinion, who kept Salah silent for the entire game, if it was a Timber, I think he marks that run. He knows what Salah is trying to do, and he follows him, and it becomes hard for Salah to take that shot, because when he scored the goal, nobody was there. It becomes very easy for Salah. The ball comes in, he shoots, and it's a goal. But if he had a Timber to follow him, and if we had like our proper defense, I don't think we concede that goal. And that is why it was very important to have a good defense. We did really good, but we in the end, as I said, that makeshift defense cost us the game. It becomes 2-2, and then it was sort of nervy for the first 5 minutes after that game. But I think after that, Arsenal came back in the game. They created chances. We almost scored. That is, you can say it is a controversial thing that happened when Arsenal scored, and the referee says I blew the whistle before. It could be taken two ways, but I think he's blew the whistle before that. It is that it was. I already said too much about the referees regarding the Arsenal in the Manchester United game, and I don't really want to go at it. But I think the referee had a good game. That is why, like, I'm glad that even though it is a draw, we don't have to sit here and talk about the referee. Instead we are talking about what happened in the game, about the players and the chances that they created or missed. I think that is more important than to sit here and talk about referees and their mistakes. So that is a good thing. In the end, the one thing that the corner that was not given, that was actually a corner. That is one thing I'm pissed off about. And that is more to do with the silent and the main referee, because we know how good Arsenal are with corners, especially in that dying moment. You don't know what can happen. Maybe if Arsenal get given that corner, we score from there, but we would never know. In the end, in my opinion, it was a fair result. I think as a neutral, you would have enjoyed the game. I think the team that it would be very happy today would be Manchester City. Both their rivals have dropped points. Arsenal were already 6 points behind them. Now Liverpool are also behind them 3 points. So it is a good day for them. Liverpool, they came away to Emirates, and they did not lose. I think they would be happy with that. For a long time, it looked like they were gonna lose, but then up steps Mohamed Salah, as he has done for them for a number of games and for a number of years, and he scores the goal, and he gets that important point for them. Arsenal, it is now a third draw of the season, already lost a point, so it is becoming really hard. It is still a 6 point gap for Manchester City, and people are the negativity is gonna come. It already started coming last week, which is it's plain stupidity, if I'm being very honest with you. And this game, I would again say that it was a very good game, and it is just 6 point. I keep on saying, a couple of years ago, if we would have said 6 points with City, I would say like, okay, maybe it's done. But the way this season the game is going and the league is going, and the way City are playing, people, if you are like really following the league, you would say City are struggling. They barely managed to break Southampton yesterday. They barely managed to win that game against Wolves last weekend. So it's not like the City are flying high. They are going to be tough games for them. They are still to play Liverpool. They are still to play Arsenal at the Emirates. So the league is quite long. It is still 9 games in, and what Arsenal can do from now on is basically win the games and stay as close to City and Liverpool Liverpool as possible. And same for Liverpool, even they are behind City, so even they know that it's not done and dusted everything. It's a very tough league. We keep on saying about it. I said that in the Man City game, sorry, Man United review, I said that. In the Chelsea Newcastle, for Newcastle, I said that. And again now for this game, like anything can happen. It is a very close league at the moment, but it was a tough pill to swallow, because you know, if you had a proper defense, I don't think we concede that goal and we lose that game. But yeah, that is it for me in this video. Let me know what you guys thought of the game, how good Arsenal were, how good Liverpool were, all your points from the game. Let me in the comment section below. Like the video, share it as well, click on the notification bell, and of course subscribe to the channel. We are trying to get to 400 subscribers before the month of October ends, so please go ahead and subscribe it, help the channel grow, and subscribe to it. Until next time, bye bye.